MarCom Tech-niques, exploring the impact of partners in business. Welcome to MarCom Tech-niques podcast, a podcast about marketing communications and technology. We help shape future conversations by exploring ideas that shape mindset, management styles, business journeys that influence industries through thought leadership. I'm your host, Jacqueline Cremona. MarCom Tech-niques, or Integrated Marketing Communications Techniques, is about hitting business at a holistic level, exploring business journeys from marketing to communications and everything that embodies the business process, from business journeys to tech to health, which includes mental health, to real estate, to finance, and entertainment. In entertainment news, we heard about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's lawsuit. And what better way to deliver on mental health and business journey segment than to talk about how partners affect business, how it affects your PR and crisis communication and perception of your brand. The real character of these individuals and their spouses is becoming more and more in hindsight type of conversations. In other words, social media is pulling out the receipts for Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Justin Baldoni and all their past behaviors. From their TED Talks, past interviews, and fellow cast member comments about them, and how the spouses influence business decision-making in making the film. Which brings me to sales. When salespeople ask if the prospect is married and who is the decision maker, or if they are in the same industry. These are smart, qualifying questions for marketing and sales to understand and know. Some people always want to meet the spouse of the person they are doing business with, and there is truly value in this process. As we see what is happening with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, where there are accusations that Blake likes to overtake film projects and Ryan Reynolds likes to be in control, or the couple likes to grab all of the attention, how spouses react or interact with each other is important. So it isn't always enough to have a signed contract, but to get familiar with the person who is signing the contract and perhaps take the partner and their spouse out to dinner. Familiarize yourself with the person signing the contract and their partner. Who is the final decision maker? Your potential partner may be signing the contract, but are they the ones making all of the decisions? Meaning, what are you getting yourself into? A contract doesn't always protect you from crisis communications, but it can make it easier to understand your partner before signing on the dotted line. This is where emotional intelligence, understanding cultural differences, or understanding your potential partner's family dynamics will be seriously important. In the past episode, I talked about figuring it out. I am in more than one lawsuit with my ex-spouse. We are already divorced, but he uses things to still connect us in order to create drama. He came up with the terms of a settlement on March 23rd, 2025, which I am in full agreement with. He refuses to sign the paperwork to move forward. Spouses affect how we do business. I don't know how no one in his circles ever asked about his wife or his family. It is very weird. Our children are professionals, and isn't it weird his family was never around him? It makes me question everyone's ability to discern and trust those around him. Are they toxic just like him, or indifferent about how emotional intelligence affects business? Habits and behaviors rub off on people in your circle. When I was a stay-at-home mom, he shamed me into not contributing financially. When I worked, he shamed me for going to work and not being at home. At this point, it is obvious there's a lot of shame. Most people are unhappy because they don't know what they want. They're busy living life for appearances for others. Instead of worrying about what others think, stop and worry about what you think and like. Live for yourself and God. What makes other people into your God, and look for their approval? What is it that you like and want? What makes you happy? I mean, he literally would book a vacation just to impress someone at work. It is ridiculous. Back to my stay-at-home versus career woman status. I have a double bachelor's and I went for my double master's, but by the time I went to finish the second part of my master's, he complained that he wanted to get his master's too. He never did. So he was never sure of the decisions he made, and he wanted that to spill over on me too. Because I like to follow through on the decisions I make. Here's another example of decision making. He is the one who filed for divorce. Then he called to ask me to remarry him and go to marriage counseling. That is a big fat no for me. I am being discreet in a lot of details here. He doesn't have the backbone to follow through on any decision he makes. There's a difference between correcting course and bettering yourself versus not having a backbone in your decision ability. If you don't make decisions, someone else will make it for you. Like the up-and-coming court dates in which leverage for a deal will be lost, and phone calls in which he admitted this is a frivolous lawsuit will be submitted. So remember that getting to know spouses in business partnership is just as important as getting to know the potential business partner. Here are some starting frameworks for qualifying business partners. Number 1, who makes the financial decisions? Number 2, who is the big spender? Number 3, how do you see yourself in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years? Number 4, what work does their spouse do? Number 5, are they part of the same industry? Number 6, indirectly ask how they feel about the industry, the work, and their spouse in the position. Number 7, ask how they feel about their spouse traveling, working hours, and working partners. Number 8, do they show signs of envy? This is why I am talking about this on my podcast. Family life is part of the business journey. It is part of PR, crisis communication, mental health, and closing deals, as we can see with Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Justin Baldoni. Many salespeople or business partners encourage prospects or partners to talk to their spouses before signing any contract. This isn't about interviewing the spouses. It is about whether this potential partnership is a good fit for everyone. Is everyone coming out winning in this business deal? Does everyone feel like they gained something? Does everyone have value in this deal? Thank you for joining us on our podcast. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notifications, follow us, like, and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform.